Welcome back to another episode of Chef Andy. Guys, we're using my famous pizza oven, but we're not making pizza, we are smoking salmon. Today we got some nice pieces of Una salmon. Now this is farm-raised salmon, and I love wild salmon, but this is one of the best farm-raised salmons I've ever had in my entire life. I call it the Wagyu of salmon. This salmon is a mix between an Atlantic salmon and a king salmon. And man, it is so good. What's also good is when you smash the subscribe button and join our cooking movement here on the show. But yeah, let's just get into it. So we're gonna do a cold smoke. Cold smoke means smoking something from 100 degrees or lower. Anything above that, that's gonna be a hot smoke. So the difference between the two is that a cold smoke, you're gonna flavor whatever you're smoking with just the smoke. Whereas the hot smoke, that's gonna flavor it not only just with the smoke, but you're also giving it some heat flavor. So first, we're gonna take our beautiful salmon fillet. Now, this salmon has already been deboned. They deboned it for me, I didn't ask them, but you know, they like Chef Andy when I come in. So the bones, they're just gonna be right along this side, and you're gonna wanna use a pair of either pliers or tweezers to pull out those bones, get all the bones out. We're gonna take 2 inches. I got my fillet knife, and we're just gonna cut this guy right open. Boom. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces that I can give to my friends, my family, save it. I'm gonna take a nice little cut from this salmon because I'm gonna use this salmon for a comparison video versus wild salmon and farm-raised salmon. So I'll put the link in the description for that video if you haven't seen it already. Now I'm gonna take some kosher salt. Now I like kosher salt because it's not too thick like rock salt. It's not too thin, so it doesn't soak in too much. And what the salt is going to do is it's gonna take out a lot of that moisture. So I'm just gonna dump this right on the salmon. I'm being super generous, pat it down. A lot of people don't make smoked salmon because it takes time. And time is money, right? So that's why it's expensive. But when you make it at home, it's a lot cheaper. Also, it tastes amazing. All right, everything's salted and perfect. Now we have to have some patience and wait for 2 to 3 hours. And you're gonna wanna put it into your refrigerator so it doesn't create any bacteria or anything. Let's wait 2 to 3 hours. And we're back, and it's been 3 hours. As you can tell, it's super dark out, but our salmon is ready. So we are going to rinse this off with water. We're just gonna hit it really quick with our nice hose right here. And we're just gonna get all this salt off. We just use the salt just to get out any water. And you're probably wondering, well, Andy, you're putting water right back on it. Well, now we gotta take our paper towels and we gotta dry them off. So we don't want that moisture to soak into the salmon. So just get it really nice and dry. And we're gonna put it on this rack. So now I've got all my salmon out on the rack, and I'm gonna let it sit for another 1 to 2 hours because it's gonna form this film over the top of the salmon, this small film called pellicle. And what that does is it's gonna help absorb all the smoke. Again, we need patience. I'll see you back in 1 to 2 hours. Man, I know how to make a good fire. So, you guys might be wondering, why do I have a fire going on right here? Well, I don't want to put it inside my pizza oven because my pizza oven's so insulated, it's gonna get it way too hot. So I got it on the outside, and once this fire gets really going, I'm gonna put it in, build it up a little bit, and then we're gonna put the salmon in and trap the smoke. And remember, you don't have to have a pizza oven, I just do, so this is where I like to smoke mine, but you can cook it in any type of grill you want. So I'm using applewood. The reason I'm using applewood, I live in Seattle. We got a lot of apple trees out here, but also it gives it a nice sweet flavor. All right, my trays are in there. Now I'm just gonna lightly put some olive oil, or you could use some non-stick spray. I like olive oil because it's a little bit more natural. I'm just gonna rub this on the bottom of the salmon so it doesn't stick when I try to pull it off. I just wanna finish it off with a little bit of kosher salt, so I'm just gonna sprinkle on just a tiny bit. I'm gonna take my tray, and I'm just gonna place this right in my oven. And now I'm gonna take my door here, and I'm just gonna trap the smoke. Once you kill the oxygen to the fire, your fire's just gonna smoke a ton. I'm gonna actually bar the door, so this thing just locks it all in. I'm gonna come check on this in about an hour. Now, if you wanna check on it earlier, you can, just to make sure that, you know, that smoke is still trapped in there circulating, so it's giving that salmon that nice flavor. If you run out of smoke, circulating through, all you need to do is get your fire going really quick and then trap it again, and it's gonna recreate that smoke. All right, it's getting pretty late out here. It's been 2 hours, so I'm gonna check our smoked salmon. Take off these logs. Whoa, look at that smoke. Oh my gosh. Wow, these are looking beautiful. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Wow. So the way that I tell that these are done for my preference is that they've gotten this like dark brown. I also take my finger. You can feel that it's got some moisture. This is how I just love it, moist like this. Let's stop talking about this. I've waited, this is like our 6th hour. Let's try some smoked salmon. Come on. I am so excited. All right, I need to pick this up delicately. Wow, look at that piece. It's amazing. So this part's gonna be the less fattier part. This is where all the nice fat is. Let's just open this right up. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's incredible. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Like the fats on the salmon, oh, with the smoke too, that sweet apple flavor. Wow, that is so good. Smoked salmon, Chef Andy style. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, make sure to subscribe, join the food movement. I'm gonna finish the rest of the salmon, and I'll see you next time in the kitchen. Ciao, belly.